Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Johannesburg time, remember, I'm going to be having Dr. Pieter Groenewald, leader of the Freedom Front Plus political party in South Africa, on this channel, talking about current events in South Africa. And that is very relevant because I've just received this information from several people, and I've confirmed through other sources that the EFF are indeed planning protests around the country on Monday starting at 9 a.m. So let me just tell you what has been said here, and it's very, very disturbing. Remember, George Soros funds Antifa. Okay, they're this radical terrorist organization that are causing global protests over this George Floyd debacle. Here comes the information. The EFF are kicking things off on Monday, the 8th of June 2020 from 9 a.m. Their intention is to surround police stations around the country and storm the US embassies in Johannesburg, Pretoria and Cape Town. It may start off peaceful, but it will definitely get violent. Now, again, this is unsubstantiated, but with the EFF, we know what they're about, okay? Antifa South Africa are building strength and numbers and have planned a protest from Tuesday at 1:10 p.m. Literally any march from here on, no matter how peaceful the intention, will be open to a potential false flag attack or instigation. The ANC and their cronies are looking for an excuse to go feral. The masses need to be manipulated to attack the government so Ramaphosa can institute martial law. That is the reason why he and the rest of the ANC community keeps on extending the lockdown. Well, that's also because they want to destroy the white economy. This is to give them enough time to instate or institute anarchy and activate a martial law, which will centralize all power around a few ANC elites, also known as the NCC, the National Command Council. Already this lockdown gave them enough exercise and time to institute the army, laws and bans to expand their evil martial law agenda. Now, don't forget Tuesday night when I speak to Dr. Pieter Groenewald, we're going to be talking about this in retrospect. So what happens in the next couple of days, we're going to be talking about on Tuesday nights. So let's see where this takes us. Ramaphosa and his communist cronies did not manufacture umpteen new laws and bans that would be declared null and void after the corona thing. No, they manufactured the laws and bans to stay specifically to apply in a state of martial law that soon will follow, expected in February 2021. Well, look, there won't be many people left in South Africa if they extend it that far. The starvation will be just ridiculous. Look, the rest of the world are going to have to walk in and sort out this ANC mob, get them out of the picture and start again, because this ANC government and the EFF goons, they are just feral gangsters. Let me continue. They manufactured laws and bans to stay specifically to apply in the state of martial law that soon will follow, expected in February 2021. Already we expect things to start escalating back to level 5 in September 2020. He did not recruit 70,000 soldiers just for the purpose to serve for the corona thing either. No, he recruited them, among many others, to act as a ring of steel to quell any civil unrest and instate martial law. You people must start looking at all these strange things that are taking place from outside the box. Ramaphosa in lining you up for a socialist one-party state crackdown. Stop following their anarchist laws and bans like sheep. Start to make plans to work around the time when martial law will be imposed upon you, because you the white man will be their target to carry the brunt of their evil agenda. Now, a lot of this stuff is unsubstantiated. Get that? But we do know that the EFF are planning a march on Monday. That's tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, starting at 9 o'clock. Let me just get you some more information on that. Okay, here's the article, and this is from the South African. And it says, the Economic Freedom Fighters, or EFF, has called for a national day of action in solidarity with African Americans who are protesting against the violent killings of black people by police in the United States. Since the tragic murder of George Floyd by police, well, I don't call it tragic. I think he was a waste of air. You know, he had a huge criminal record, and he was not a nice man, even though he's been glorified by these charlatans under Black Lives Matter. Anyway, since then, people across the world have mourned him and protested. The EFF said South Africa should be a part of the protests in solidarity, and also for one of our own, Collins Khoza. Khoza was allegedly beaten to death of the South African National Defence Force in April for being in possession of alcohol. The EFF has called on a mass protest to take place across the country on Monday the 8th of June, also the same day our schools are meant to reopen. Clueless, chaos, incompetence, corruption. That's the gangster state. The EFF has called on all South Africans in accordance with social distancing regulations to come out at 9 a.m. on Monday and get on their knees for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, the amount of time Derek Chauvin placed his knee on George Floyd's throat, eventually leading to his death. Now, there's some questions about that, I have to tell you. I've been reading reports that before he was even arrested, George Floyd was saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And apparently he was so high on drugs, which could have affected his heart, that there's a lot of doubt now as to what the cause of death actually was. Just to be clear on that. And you can just Google it and you'll see the information for yourself. The demonstrations must be done in a safe and responsible manner, said the EFF. Considering the realities of the COVID-19 global pandemic, which still poses a risk to the lives of all people, well, the EFF are the biggest risk to the lives of people in South Africa today. Accordingly, the protests must be in accordance with Level 3 regulations that allow jogging in a proper social distancing form. The EFF said Africa must take a stand and defend Africans. The EFF report said, let's make our contribution in accordance with social distancing rules. South Africans come out and take a knee wherever they are at 9 o'clock in the morning on the 8th of June for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. The EFF will lead a demonstration in front of the American Embassy in Pretoria, led by the Commander-in-Chief, Julius Malema, and in front of the U.S. Consulate General in Sandton, led by Deputy President Floyd Shivambu, and in Cape Town, led by the National Chairperson, Veronica Mente. President Cyril Ramaphosa on Saturday said the death of Floyd had opened old wounds for the country. Well, in a week where several white farmers have been mercilessly murdered, horribly murdered by black thugs, you better believe that the wounds are opening up big and wide. And the racism, yeah, that's coming from the black community against the white community. That's the reality. That's the reality. Now, the mainstream media will never say this. And I want to quote Mark Twain, who said, if you don't read the newspaper, you are uninformed. If you do read the newspaper, you are misinformed. Now, that's direct from Mark Twain, way back then. Nothing has changed. They have their own narrative. Anyway, getting back to this report, Ramaphosa said the killing of George Floyd had opened up deep wounds for all of us, But these are the wounds that our brothers and sisters in the United States live with every day, in and out, week in and week out, year in and year out. That is why we stand in solidarity with our African American brothers and sisters and express our wish that American people can reconcile as we did and close once and for all the doors of racial injustice. Reconcile? Who did Ramaphosa reconcile with? He is persecuting minority groups in South Africa, and in particular the white population. This is a huge wake-up call for the rest of the world. This ANC government are feral. They should be, all the leaders should be behind bars for crimes against humanity. Ramaphosa, all the way down to the most junior member of the ANC, including all the EFF, they should be behind bars for what they're doing in South Africa today. It's quite simple. They belong in a prison. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.